live. Hello, this is Vancouver. Welcome to GangStalking and Targeted Individuals. This show is being recorded, and anything said will go into the public domain. The public is entitled and encouraged to republish any part of this recording or all of it without permission, notification, or attribution. Today is Thursday, March 31, 2011. To find more of these audios, visit VancouverWATI.com or search TalkShoe for Vancouver or show number 87161. This is episode number 1071. So it's the same deal as the last recording, number 1078. Earlier today, a guest showed up in the chat room, unannounced, and struck up a conversation with me. Judging by the things they said, they appeared to be the same person that was in 1078. Interestingly, they waited until the same guest number freed up, guest 9, but now he or she wants to be called Agent 9. Okay, fine. Here goes. The first thing Agent 9 says is, Del Croix Academy. Interesting. They were referring to a silent user in the chat room named Del Croix Academy who conveniently left just as guest 9 arrived. I'll put YouTube URLs in the trailer in the chat room or in the summary notes. And it's up to you to decide whether you think they're using me or not. I don't think so. But for the 100th time, my objective here is to get the word out about gang stalking. The next thing they typed was, call me Agent 9. I'm just an average TI. They scare you. They strip you of your identity and cause doubt. This primes the person for recruitment and acceptance of a set of beliefs, a new set of beliefs. I don't feel like they've stripped my identity, I said, although I've not revealed my real name because there are so many crazies around here. Your identity has been stripped, said Agent 9. You are not the same person anymore. You are, in effect, you have become a new person once they started their overt harassment. Yes, I must admit I am a different person, now that you mention it. Beliefs in your view of the world as you once knew it have changed. It was an indoctrination, a recruitment. It was at this point that I thought it might be the same guest 9 that I chatted with earlier in the week. So I blocked the chat room in case the Perp mob showed up to derail the discussion. I said, okay, I'm with you on that. My belief of authority is out the window forever. They primed you for a new set of belief for the next phase. Next phase, I said? Pray tell. You are now aware of the system and how it really works, though you are a victim of it. Yes, that's correct. I am aware of gang stalking, and I have been exposed to it. It's an awful protocol. So in order to get a person to lead a double life, if you will, they have to show a TI the futility of their condition, make them believe there's no recourse or remedy. I don't know, I said, what you mean by that, make them believe. As a TI, you have little to go in. Information is cooked. Access to help is voided. Absolutely. Access and help are completely unavailable. And as we both discussed earlier this week, the available information seems really cooked. I do not know the who or why or how. I only know that they are shafting me endlessly. Agent 9 goes on to say, you have no recourse. That instills a sense of bewilderment so bad that a person will, in effect, believe there is no hope. So that and what that achieves is a person that's hungry for help. In comes the spook or perp, offering help and a way out. More, I go. A TI has no option but to take the deal. But that makes things worse. I ask, are you saying that that's why there are so many snitch perps around here? Are you saying things get worse when a TI takes the snitch deal? Yes, much worse. Because once they're in, there's no going back. Are you saying it's a lifelong commitment? You are a slave, accepting any deal. It will provide temporary relief, but the commitment is for life. Once you join the snitch brigade, I ask. Brigade? It's a worldwide network. It sounds like what they told me when I was young, that a commitment to the mafia is a commitment for life. Stay away. Never take money or favors. Agent 9 says, but a TI who is not who is not already compromised knows too much. They don't realize that initially, but they do. Can you say what it is what becomes worse when people begin to snitch, but I got no answer? Once you are aware of gang stalking, says Agent 9, you are in jeopardy every single day. That's shocking. In jeopardy every day, every minute, every hour of every day. It's a bleak situation. On another note, Guest 9 says, you will be a perp one day, Van. It is meant to be that way. I replied, I absolutely detest that statement. You said it before in your last interview. How can I avoid that? You cannot avoid it. You are a TI. You are already in the club. You just have bad seats right now. That doesn't make sense to me. Please clarify. A TI is nothing but a perp recruit, says Agent 9, an unwilling recruit, but a recruit nonetheless. I said, I will not become a perp. I would rather die first. I live to shaft them and to help expose gang stalking to the world. They go self-preservation is what's on the menu. I said, you mentioned self-preservation in the last interview, but it has never been that way with me. This is not about me. I want to get the word out. That's all I care about. It's not about you, says Guest 9. My talk show, my websites, it's not about me. I want to get the word out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Agent 9 says, like every TI, you were chosen. Getting the word out is futile. No, I said, getting the word out is the only chance we have. Every person, Agent 9 says, every person you contact will be compromised. Have you not learned that yet? I said, I'm starting to learn that. That is so shocking. But I am going to get your words out. There's no doubt about that. To who? Already compromised people? Every person on this chat is compromised. All the shows, all the websites. I hope that many TIs will help get the word out to the world. I said, many TIs. They can't compromise the whole world. I'm afraid it's getting there, if it's not already there. On another line of thought, Agent 9 says, there are no TIs. What do you mean there are no TIs? There's no such thing as TIs, they go. The newbie learns from the beginning. The number of TIs are so minute that the real chance of meeting another TI is next to impossible. Please explain, I ask. Saying there are no TIs doesn't make sense to me. I hope you're not going to start talking crazy talk. Pure TIs quickly get turned. More, I ask. Talk to is classroom setting. It's a perp school. There are no TIs. But I feel I'm a real TI. What do you say to that, I ask? There are trainers and students, Agent 9 goes. No TIs, not for long. Nobody is a TI, and I do mean nobody. So you think I'm a trainer or a student? You're a trainer, says Agent 9, without knowing it, Van. I'm sorry to disgust you. Perps need this TI community. I never thought of myself as a trainer. Tell me more, please. They probably recruited you. You're a logical, charismatic, and above all, a disciplinarian, a teacher. They use us TIs to infect other TIs. It's perfect. Then what are you, a trainer too? Oh, I'm a student. Oh, man. In an advanced placement program. They need us to continue the web of influence, says Agent 9. So you were saying you were a student in an advanced program. Yes. Talk show participants are engaged in advanced training. Sounds nutty, doesn't it? It's designed to sound nutty, just like gang stalking. But things are changing. The word is getting out about gang stalking slowly. So what then, I ask? It morphs into something else, just like it has always done. This is not new. And this something else has never been experienced before, right? Not true. Same impact and message, different forms of delivery. Please clarify, I ask. Technology will eventually replace human assets, perps. I hope you're not going to start spewing the crazy talk. It's not crazy, Agent 9 says. I say, because this show is about gang stalking and exposing it, and I'm not going to let the show get derailed by crazy sounding talk. Agent 9 continues, technology has made gang stalking exponentially more effective and covert, with less physical people needed. I'm not going to let my show get derailed with crazy talk. Agent 9 drops the issue, but continues. You had a month off from targeting, a cool-down period. I said a month off of street theater. It was, but it was still going on near home and online. Agent 9 says, TIs have different skills, learning curves. You are helping the perps, Ben. You just can't see it, I guess. A TI is a perp that doesn't know they're a perp yet. It's a recruitment program. It's important to be aware of that. I said there is a continual effort underway in trying to get this show to spew the crazy talk. It's not going to happen. Not here. On another note, I ask, or I say, how do you think gang stalking has been kept so secretive for so long? I never conceived of it before it began happening overtly to me 5 years ago. So how has gang stalking been kept such a secret? It's a slow process that is basically a background check, if you will. Background check? This doesn't make sense to me, I say, because people that are in charge of it, it's their business to be secret. How do you know that? How can so many street thugs keep such a secret? How can that be? Is it secret society oriented? Because they are plotted against one another. They know their weaknesses and who they hate. I say, I'm not talking about plots. I'm talking about secrets. How can so many people keep such a secret? Agent 9 replies, they use that knowledge to manipulate unsuspecting thugs, soccer moms, and religious types that can predict outcomes with their knowledge of their subjects. So the manipulation is easy. I guess I'm not going to get the answer to that one today. Remaining in the I say, Agent 9 continues, remaining in the shadows and watching to learn about the subject, you most certainly can predict their behavior. That is why it was not known to you for so long. You were spied on. You only learned about it with their help. I reply, yes, I can now say that I was spied on for years. On another note, because some of the things they brought up happened years ago. On another note, I say, once again, the continual flood of sophisticated effort to derail this show with crazy talk, and it's continual and ongoing, exactly, says Agent 9, because if it does get derailed and if it does get derailed, then sounding crazy is their next priority, so that everyday people don't become alerted to what's happening. I say, so what is your personal role in all this? What is your motivation? I'm just a pawn, nothing more, Agent 9 replies. How do you get paid? Put bread on your table. Spill. I'm not getting paid. I'm a TI like you. We are all victims. You just became aware of how things get done. That is all. So what motivates you? Why not shaft them and expose gang stalking? Agent 9 replies, because they will destroy my life even further. What's left? And they can do it. We have to accept our roles. I say, I'm sure they can do whatever they want, and I'm saying I call all bluffs. I am going to help expose gang stalking or literally die trying. I wish you well, says Agent 9. I'm literally willing to die to expose gang stalking, I said. You will have to, because there's no in-between on this. I said, and all that crazy-sounding alphabet soup is just trying to derail getting the word out. I don't know about that stuff, Agent 9 goes. Gang stalking is real, though, and it's a tool for manipulation. Are you saying you don't know about the other stuff, the alphabet soup, that all the other TI shows here at TalkShoe spew about? Do you not believe it? I'm out of beans, says Agent 9. I believe the gang stalking is done to hide even more nefarious things, but that is not my area of expertise. But my question was, do you believe the other stuff that they spew out at the other talk shows? I believe they use weapons on people. I do believe they experiment. Surely, I say, You cannot know all you have spoken about without knowing about the other stuff being BS. So I ask you again, do you think it's BS? No, I don't think all of it is BS, but the other shows you are meant for you to question it. It's training. But do you think it's that there is a do you think there is a compensated brigade of BS artists who show up at these calls to spew out BS as part of their training? Yes, I do. I go. Agent 9 continues, but you have to learn about the BS first. I say, and do you believe that gang stalking occurs? Are you a victim? Yes, gang stalking, working in unison, the gangs of stalkers working in unison is real. We are all victims. I say, and how do you keep something this big a secret? Do you think they're a cult, a secret society, Satanists, hypnotized? How do they keep the secret? I don't think they're any of those things. I think they're very smart people doing horrible things. How do you think they do it? They do it by gang stalking, to neutralize people into submission. You literally don't have a choice. The question is, how do they do gang stalking? How do they keep it under the radar, unspoken about, where even the perps won't talk? Layers upon layers upon layers of lies, BS, and misinfo and manipulation of people. But it's so big, I say. There have been days when 30 people with fresh faces were involved in my targeting. How can that be so? How can they keep that a secret? Because they manipulate all 30 people into believing you're a child molester. People are willing to give someone a hard time if they are subhuman. Intelligence communities use these tactics to dethrone. If they can dethrone dictators, surely it would be easy to get at Midwest Johnny. I say, but giving them a hard time is one thing. Keeping it a secret is another. But that was the end of that line of thought. What is your motivation for speaking out in this chat room anonymously? In the last interview, you said you'd be perp badly. Agent 9 says, I'm going to be perp either way. I guess I'm a martyr material. So why do you risk being perp so badly if you're so concerned about self-preservation? Because you can only be pushed so far, and they know that. I'm going to interject something here to the perps. When you get pushed too far, call me for an interview. My name is Vancouver, but I'm going to continue this one. What is, I ask, the one thing that they don't want us TIs to know? What is the one thing that would annoy them the most if you let the cat out of the bag? Agent 9 says, not playing their game. Please, Bill, what would make them so mad they'd want to kill you? Speaking out in this chat room, Agent 9 replies, but I'm not afraid anymore. Just the same, though, Agent 9 ungracefully exited the room at that point. Agent 9 is a perp. There's no doubt about it. They know too much. They admitted it here and on and off. So this episode, number 1079, will live on the same web page as number 1078. I'm filing this recording that you're listening to right now on VancouverWATI.com/perp. Please call me if you're a handler, perp, snitch, or a TI. And please call with no plans. It's best not to tell anybody what you're thinking of. I'm on every day at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and random times, many random times during the day. Oh, and I already have one chat buddy. So how about calling me with your real voice before Mr. Pipe Wrench shows up for either one of us? And that is the end of that recording.